Hello and welcome back to Movies with Stewie. In this week, we'll be talking about what even is science fiction. Science fiction film, or sci-fi film, is a genre that uses speculative, fictional-based depictions of phenomena that are not fully accepted by mainstream science, such as extraterrestrial life forms, alien worlds, extrasensory perception and time travel, along with futuristic elements such as spacecraft, robots, cyborgs, interstellar travel, or other technologies. Science fiction films has often been used to focus on political or social issues, to explore philosophical issues like the human condition. The genre has existed since the early years of silent cinema, when George Méliès' hard to say, A Trip to the Moon in 1902 employed trick photography effects. The next major example in this genre was the film Metropolis in 1927. From the 1930s to the 1950s, the genre consisted mainly of really low-budget B films. However, this was only until Stanley Kubrick's landmark 2001 A Space Odyssey in 1968. The science fiction film genre was taken more seriously. In the late 1970s, big-budget science fiction films filled with special effects became popular with audiences after the success of Star Wars and paved the way for the blockbuster hits of the subsequent decades. Metropolis is a 1927 German expressionist science fiction drama film directed by Fritz Lang, written by Thea von Hallbauer, and in collaboration with Lang. Erich Pommer produced it in the Babelsberg studio for Universal Film. The silent film is regarded as pioneering science fiction movies, being among the first feature-length movies of the genre. Filming took place over 17 months in 1925 to 1926 at a cost of more than 5 million Reichsmarks. That's a lot of Reichsmarks. Metropolis met a mixed reception upon release. Critics found it pictorially beautiful and visually powerful. The film's art direction by Otto Hunt, Eric Kettelhut and Karl Vollbreck draws influence from Bauhaus, Cubist and Futurist design, along with touches of Gothic in the scenes in the catacombs, the cathedral and Rotwang's house. It's lauded complex special effects, but it's often accused of naivety, sometimes being called silly.
Dave, do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
No, not at all.
I've wondered whether you might be having some second thoughts about the mission.
How do you mean?
Rumors about something being dug up on the moon.
2001 A Space Odyssey is a 1968 epic science fiction film produced and directed by Stanley Kubrick. The screenplay was written by Kubrick and Arthur C. Clarke and was inspired by Clarke's short story, The Sentinel, and other short stories by Clarke. A novelization of the film released after the film's premiere was in part written concurrently with the screenplay. The film, which follows a voyage to Jupiter with a sentient computer HAL after the discovery of a featureless alien monolith affecting human evolution. It deals with the themes of existentialism, human evolution, technology, artificial intelligence, and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. The film is noted for its scientifically accurate depiction of spaceflight, pioneering special effects and ambiguous imagery. 2001 A Space Odyssey is widely regarded as one of the greatest and most influential films ever made. In 1991, it was deemed culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant by the United States Library of Congress and selected for preservation in the National Film Registry. In 2010, it was named the greatest film of all time by the Moving Arts Film Journal.
20th Century Fox and George Lucas bring you an adventure unlike anything on your planet. Star Wars.
Stop that ship! Faster!
Star Wars is a 1977 American epic space opera film written and directed by George Lucas, produced by Lucasfilm, and distributed by 20th Century Fox. It is the first installment of the original Star Wars trilogy, the first of the franchise to be produced, and the fourth episode in the Skywalker saga. Star Wars focuses on the journey of Luke Skywalker, along with Han Solo and the wizened Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. They attempt to free Rebellion leader Princess Leia from the clutches of the Galactic Empire and the Sith Lord Darth Vader. They then move forward with the Rebel Alliance to destroy the Empire's planet-destroying space station, the Death Star. Star Wars was released in a limited number of theatres in the United States on May 25th, 1977, and quickly became a blockbuster hit, leading to it being expanded to much wider release. The film opened to critical acclaim, most notably for its groundbreaking visual effects. It grossed a total of $775 million, surpassing Jaws from 1975, to become the highest-grossing film of all time until the release of E.T., the Extraterrestrial, in 1982. When adjusted for inflation, Star Wars is the second highest-grossing film in North America, behind Gone with the Wind, and the fourth highest-grossing film in the world. It received 10 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture, and won 7 of them. Now science fiction films are widely accepted and explore a huge range of themes and meanings, and they include stunning visual effects. It is because of these great films I've discussed today that we can enjoy science fiction films that we do today. So that's a little bit of history about science fiction and what a science fiction film is. Thanks for listening.